You open your phone. Your portfolio is up 40%. You feel like a genius. You refresh again, up 42%. Now you're thinking, why didn't I put more money into this than 2 days later? You open the same app, down 25%, and suddenly you're not a genius anymore. You're just confused. You start Googling things like, is Bitcoin crashing? You check Twitter, you check YouTube, you check Reddit. Everyone is either screaming by the dip or it's over, and you're sitting there thinking, what is this thing actually worth? Introduction, my name is Zack, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works. If you're someone who keeps investing in things you don't fully understand and hoping they go up anyway, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, today we're going to talk about something controversial, Bitcoin, and I'm going to make a claim that's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. Bitcoin might be one of the most brilliant financial systems ever created, but also one of the most misunderstood. And yes, parts of it behave exactly like a scam, but not in the way you think. Section 1. The first lie everyone believes. Here's the thing. Most people don't buy Bitcoin because they understand it. They buy it because someone else made money from it. That's it. And this is where the first problem starts. Because when you invest based on someone else's success, you're not investing, that you're copying. And copying works until it doesn't. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but people made millions from Bitcoin. That's true, but here's what most people don't realize. They didn't make money because Bitcoin is magical. They made money because they were early. Let me explain. Section 2. The math nobody talks about. Imagine this. You buy something for $1 out later, someone buys it from you for $10, that you just made 10 extra money. Amazing. But where did that money come from? It didn't come from the asset. That IT came from the next person. Now take Bitcoin. In 2010, it was basically worth nothing. Today, let's say it's around $60,000. That means someone who bought early made insane returns. But for every person who made money, someone else had to buy at a higher price. This is where it gets really interesting because this system only works if new money keeps coming in. Always. Section 3. The brilliant part. Now look, this is where people get confused. Because Bitcoin isn't just random hype. IT has something incredibly powerful built into it. Scarcity. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. That's IT. No central bank. No money printing. No inflation in the traditional sense. And psychologically, that's genius. Because humans value what is limited. Gold works the same way. Art works the same way. Even sneakers work the same way. But here's the difference. Gold is physical utility. Art has cultural value. Bitcoin, its value is almost entirely belief-based. And belief is powerful. Section 4. The psychology trap. Let's talk about what actually drives Bitcoin. Prices. That it's not fundamentals. That it's not earnings. That it's not cash flow. That it's psychology, fear, greed, hype, narratives. That here's what most people don't realize. Bitcoin is one of the purest examples of a reflexive asset, which means the price goes up because people believe it will go up, and people believe it will go up because the price is going up. That IT feeds itself until it doesn't. And when that cycle breaks, everything reverses fast. Section 5. The greater fool theory, but smarter. Now you might be thinking, so you're saying Bitcoin is a scam? Not exactly. It's more sophisticated than that. IT operates on something called the greater fool theory, which means you buy something not because it's valuable, but because you believe someone else will pay more for it later. Now here's the twist. With Bitcoin, this system has been incredibly effective. Because it's global, it's 24/7. It's easy to access, and it has a compelling story. Digital gold, hedge against inflation, financial freedom. And these narratives, they're not entirely false, but they're not entirely true either. And that's where things get dangerous. Section 6. The reality check. Let's zoom out for a second. Over the past decade, Bitcoin has created life-changing wealth. That part is real, but for every winner, there are multiple losers, and most of them don't talk about it because losses are invisible. People only share wins, and that creates a distorted reality where it seems like everyone is winning even when they're not. Here's what most people don't realize. Bitcoin doesn't generate income. That IT doesn't produce anything. It doesn't create cash flow. The only way you make money is if someone else pays more than you did. That's it. And that doesn't make it evil. IT just makes it risky. Very risky. Here's the real takeaway. That if you're investing in Bitcoin, you need to understand what you're actually doing. That you're not investing in a business. You're not buying cash flow. That you're participating in a belief system. And if you understand that, you can play the game smarter.